Abstain from anger. Most people think the best way to deal with anger is by avoiding the person who offended us. The problem with this approach is that it allows the anger to take root in the heart, festering as a sinful passion. Because anger is a sin, it cannot be conquered by avoiding the person who made us angry. It must be rooted out by love, and this requires us to reach out to the offender. The Lord said, "If your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him a drink. For in doing so, you will heap coals of fire on his head." Romans 12:20. The only way we can battle the passion of anger is by setting aside our petty egos. We must realize that the anger we feel is not really about the person who offended us, but about the sin that lurks in our own hearts. If we were not plagued by the passion of anger, we would not have become angry to begin with. If we are to conquer the sins that have taken root in our own heart, we must return only love and kindness to the person who has offended us. By doing so, we sow the seeds of Christ's love within us. Sometimes we are even tempted to view our anger as righteous anger, or even proof of our Christian manliness. Yet most righteous among us are those who, in all humility, correct others not with anger, but with sweetness of spirit. It is through such humble sweetness that true correction is made. For the person in need of correction is shown the path to true spiritual awakening by having seen the love in the face of the person who has corrected them. Anger should never be the desired path to correcting others, for the true Christian should always shine forth in their demeanor and in their words the love of Christ. This is especially true when it comes to child rearing. The parent who is always yelling at their child, or worse, striking their child, potentially raises them to be future abusers themselves, and such behavior can be the very thing that drives them from the church. The verbally abused child often finds it almost impossible to come to know God as their loving Father, having been deprived of such love as a child by their biological parents. With love in Christ, Abbot Tryphon.